Hey guys, welcome to Mafo's World. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be talking about not technology, but my head. In this case, my hair. So I'm actually rocking a style that I've had for, I think, a couple of days, probably 2-3 days. And there's some unevenness because I did do all of this by myself. I had no help whatsoever. Well, in the end, when I, asked people like, hey, how did I do? Most people said that, well, everyone said that I did a great job. But for me, I actually want to adjust some of them. So that's what we're going to be doing today. And as I'm doing it, I just want to be talking to you guys. Because what else am I, I want to actually speak to someone since I'm home alone. But before I actually start, I actually want to do something. So yesterday I did this to someone and they told me that I look like a beetle. Do I look like a beetle to you? But so we're gonna start. Something that I want to fix is mostly the middle or the front. I actually want to make this a bit more, how to say, inviting. Not like this, because I don't want my forehead to be a target. So I'm gonna get some of my bands. This for me is my first video that I'm actually doing as I fix my hair, I'd say. I believe I've done one fixing my face. Or by fixing my face, I don't mean like Botox. I mean like actually doing facial cleanse or anything like that. I believe I've done a video like that before, but I haven't done anything fixing my hair before. This is a style on its own. But honestly, so the thing with this is that you have to start from the tip of itself. And I'm not an expert hairdresser. I'm not an expert hair, whatever it is, enthusiast. I think that's the word. I'm none of that. I'm just a regular schmegular. And if you guys are wondering like my hair type, I do know that. Before I did have a full head of hair, and I needed to learn that if I wanted to look good. My hair texture is basically all of the fours. I have 4C around the crown, around here. And then I have 4B when it comes to like my front, some of my sides, and 4A I would have on my back, my neck, the back of my neck, not my back. And having all those different textures, it's kind of hard to find the right product, because if you get too much of something that's not good for your hair, well, not really too much of something, but if you get something that's not actually gonna work good with one type of your hair, then the rest can be bomb as whatever. But that one section that does not, like, let's say papaya oil or whatever it is gonna look like trash, and you won't be making it like out of 100% that you possibly could be looking like, you're gonna be looking like a good 60-70, I guess. The reason why I mentioned that this is going to be a different video is because, I said, let me try something different. Let me actually try speaking to the camera like a crazy person by myself here in the room, locked up, wondering if my neighbors could actually hear me from, on top, and think like, who the fuck is he talking to? Like, so I said, let me try and fix my hair while I'm having a conversation with whoever is watching this video, so that you guys can get to know me a bit and know that I'm sweet, but a psycho. My hair length. What I want to do is, I believe I'm going to unravel one section first to make it a little bit easier for myself, because I do probably have to, bitch. Oh, another thing too that I want to let you guys know is that I'm not wetting my hair so that it doesn't shrink and that I can easily braid it. I was sent here by God to deliver many people from, I don't know what I was going to say. I know one thing. I recently discovered Tiara Whack, Pretty Ugly, and it's really, really cool. I shared it with my sister, and she liked it. I shared it with one of my other acquaintances, and they were like, bitch, what the fuck are you listening to? I played it. I'm not the only person that heard it. I heard it snap. Oh, one thing too that I want to let you guys know, if you see me a little rough in my hair, which I doubt you'll see it, it's because I like it rough. The reason why this wasn't actually intended to be grown to this length and for me to actually be doing all these crazy things that I'm doing to it. It was actually supposed to be just short hair that would remain in its natural curly pattern. I would puff it up once in a while, stretch it when bitches be thinking I don't have hair, and that's it. As it grew longer and longer, I noticed that, you know, with curly hair, it tends to get a little bit drier over time. But I also noticed that it was harder for me to maintain it in a presentable style and not look crazy in front of people. Even though I look crazy right now, probably. But yeah, so that was when I started doing buns. So I did 4 buns, but I would do that home because I was actually like in a testing phase to see what type of style would match me. My hair is uneven. It's because when I was growing it all together, when I told you like, you know, it began to be a little bit hard to make it look presentable. It started to overlap on the sides and it would look like I never even touched my hair, to be honest with you. It would look like I never touched it. But something gave me the idea to actually cut the edges or cut the sides that are overlapping so that I can have just the middle to work with. And then from the middle, I'll be able to just keep it stylish and puffy, and then I will never have to worry about the sides overlapping on me. It worked until it grew. And then I said, you know what, I'm not gonna cut it again, and I just left it like this. And this is where we're at right now. I did not eat food before doing this. So I know for a fact I'm gonna get hungry. So I want to let you guys know something. I don't comb my hair. I finger comb them. I don't use this. But in this case scenario, I actually want to see it. I swore that thing ripped like, wow. Like, no, I'm not gonna do that again. That thing almost killed me. I'm gonna try and do this as best as I can with my hand. Because another thing about this is that I'm not fussing about making it super neat. Because at the end of the day, I know it's not gonna be as neat as some people usually get their hair to be. Because one, I'm doing this by myself. Because the thing with this is that I want one here and I want one here. You see? This is the hard part. Trying to plan and figure out how exactly you want the hair to fall. If it falls. Here it's gonna be good enough. Oh my life, I had to fight. Done. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna break out 3 sections. Again, this is not a tutorial. So if you're trying to do this while I'm doing this and your hair breaks off, I'm so sorry. But yeah, this is how I do it by myself. So it's definitely a tedious thing. It's mostly relying on hand technique. So if you have good control of your fingers, or like, you know how to maneuver them or whatnot, try to go down and down as much as you possibly can. Because if you have fat fingers, I'm so sorry, but this is gonna be hard as a bitch. But you go as down as you can. I can't even see it anymore. And then what I like to do at the end, the tip, just twirl it. This is how it looks. So as you can see, it has the braid. The thing about it is that it's not gonna stay as straight as it is right now. It's going to either curl up, one, stay standing up as it is right now, but you have to wet it in order for it to actually drop down, and I'm gonna tell you guys how you wet it. 3, either make me go blind or cross-eyed, because this thing, I can literally, I see this before I look at the camera. But I'm okay with that, you know? So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do the other one. And as you can see, it's kind of leaning more towards this side, which is something that I like because at least it's gonna help me show a forehead, but not too much forehead, so that I can at least pretend like I don't have a big forehead. Epa. As I mentioned earlier, I didn't eat before doing this. And the funny thing is that I know this is a process that can take hours. And I don't know why I didn't eat before doing this, because I will definitely get hangry later. But I guess that's the price I'm gonna pay. Goal of this is to mostly fix the front piece and then fix the sides and try to fix the back. If I can't do that today, oh well, I continue later, I'll continue tomorrow, I'll continue whenever. I'll either shave it all off. Follow me on Instagram if you want to find out what I end up doing with my hair. Because it's uneven. You see how long it goes? You see it? It goes like this, but then it stops here for this part. So what I like to do is either I remove the bitch and use it with something else, like what I just last minute decide to do. Or I like to mix it with the bigger, the longer sections, so that it braids more easier. Ow. You hurt me. But yeah, it's getting hot in here. So take off all your clothes and then get flagged by YouTube. Okay, so this is the other braid. As you guys can see, I got the same rhythm going on. And it's actually using like, I would say 6 fingers. In my mind, I was just like, how the hell am I using 6 fingers when one hand has 5 fingers? But then I realized that if I have 3 fingers from one hand, and then I have another pair of 3 fingers on the other hand, that's 6. So it's kind of like 6 fingers that I'm utilizing. 6, if not 8. To actually be able to wrap around and flip and then curl and then stunt on your house. I look like a spider. But yesterday I was attempting to fix this with my sister, and so we were able to fix some of them. And by fix, I mean fix. The result was I had one that was actually given 5G network. So we can say that I'm the first person to actually be able to provide 5G here in New York. My antennas are reliable, strong. I tell you, when my signal was strong, my signal was the strongest out there. And then another thing too, I had like 6 spider legs here hanging on front of my head. And yo, I was looking like, to tell you, at the end, right? Because I needed to go somewhere. I was panicking. I was like, how am I expected to slay if my hair be looking whack? And I'm like with my sister, I'm like, don't you have like a spare hat? Don't you have like a scrunchie? Come, try to put my hair in one. Will it look better? I was like looking for all types of way for me to be able to fix the mess that we did. And when I tell you there was no possible way, there was no way. Like I even prayed to God. But like literally 5 minutes before I actually had to leave. But you know how I fixed it? Something I mentioned earlier. You wet the hair and it'll fall down. If you have my type of... This little bitch tried to ruin me and wanted to be the end of me. So what I'm doing right now is the longest portions of it. I'm gonna try and overlap it on top of the short ones. And then from there, I'm gonna divide the sections. But divide it here in 3 so that each section at least has, I don't know, 5 strands that are like long or something. So that I could at least attempt to braid them all together and get the tip to look at least a bit decent, so that I am able to leave my house when I need to and not get shamed on the road. I think I messed up. We don't mess up. That doesn't happen in this house. I'm so sorry. So what am I gonna do with this type of hair right now? There's 2 things that I can probably do. I can either go full-blown crazy and just cut. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take the longer straps and I'm just gonna put it into this and utilize it for later. So kind of like when you eat food, if you don't eat it all, I eat it all, but if you don't eat it all, you put it in a container and you save it for later. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna archive this bitch. So this here is the culprit of the long strands that we were seeing. You know what I failed at? I didn't bring a water bottle here. But then the thing is, I'm not thirsty yet. So we're trying to make it look boxed. Oh look, this one came out nice. Yeah. Haha. You see, when you're a winner, the first batch comes out perfecto. Bingo, look at that. Just winning. I look like there's this rapper, I think, or this singer, whatever it is, that has this type of hairstyle or it looks similar to it. I cannot put my finger on it. If you guys know who I'm talking about, comment it down below. But I look, or this hairstyle looks something like what he have on his head. But yeah, look at that. I can sell my hair to people now. Look at that, look at that. Inches upon inches wide. So another thing that I want to talk about too is I don't know what I want to say, and it concerns me a lot because I really want to know what to say, you know, like I really want to know, like I want someone to hand me a script and tell me, hey, say this, that, and your content would be amazing, but I really don't know, like like many people said that I should try acting. Probably be the next season of Game of Thrones. Talking about that, like up to this day, I cannot get over what it did to Daenerys Targaryen. Like I cannot get over it. Like whenever I see that scene, I just start crying. Like I just start like I cannot control myself. Like I feel as if she was a real person. All of this shit really happened in the year whatever. And they just did so unfaithful to such a powerful leader. That's how I feel. You know how we saw her grow from such a little person that had almost no power or no assets, nothing on her, and then all of a sudden she's just this big, strong person. And then for her to go down that way, it hurts because you've been with that person growing up, especially when it comes to like the dragons. Oh, I cried. When it comes to like the dragons, we've seen them grow up. We've seen them from small little things just grow to these big flying, you know, thingamajigs, and to see them just die one by one, except for the, you know, Drogon, which is the baddest of them all, to stay alive. Like, it hurts. Look at that. This would have been a nice braid out. Look at all the zigzags. This bitch. So okay, I'm recording on my iPhone. The past videos that I have on my channel are recorded on a Galaxy S10 Plus, and I'm receiving notifications like a normal person would. And I got something that someone declined an offer that I made to them, and I'm like, why is it declined if everything is in line? So now after I'm done fixing this here, this is gonna be a whole drama that I'm gonna have to try and resolve. Well, not try. God, don't punish me. This one is gonna be long. I can already start seeing it. I'm not even at the tips yet. How long have I been wearing this hair? God knows. But I would say probably a couple of months. I think. I have to like go through pictures and see when was the time that I did this. Or maybe it's a year already. Maybe it's a year old already. Look at that. Now you know my hair long when it's like this. Like this thing that's in the back, longer than what's in front. Like I'm a force to be reckoned with. Like, call me long hair daddy. What is this? Oh look, who came back to visit? The hair that we put in the back in the first place. Bitch, how you? You still going back though. The single strands hurt more when you pull them than like a whole bunch of them together. As I get closer to the hair by my ears, I can actually hear the music. This is like a ASMR, an ASMR. Like this is going in my eye, bitch. Beautiful. I'm just so thankful that I only have this small piece to work with, even though it's not small enough when you count the amount of strands it has and like how much hair I actually have on this head. Like, I should be able to finish this immediately and be able to continue with my life, which is something that I really look forward to. Like, I really do look forward just laying down on my bed watching TV and not doing anything at all, probably crying a little bit and just being depressed. But I really look forward to it. Like, I really do look forward to the progress, you understand? What do you guys think? Because I read a lot of different opinions on the internet, but I'm curious to know what you guys think about the use of toner on faces. Toner, would toner be considered similar to acetone? Would it be considered something similar to like acetone? I don't know how to say it in English. Or I don't know if that's just the general word for it. Do you guys believe that that is safe for like the use on your face? Because I know it's supposed to like, I believe it's to clean the pores. Look at that. Yes. But I know it's supposed to clean the pores and you know, help you receive the moisturizer on your face better and make you, you know, balance the pH, balance the pH on your face and stuff like that. But I'm just curious, like, because back in the day, they didn't have toner, and by back in the day I mean like caveman style, like wash clothes in the river type thing. Like, whenever I'm like trying to introduce a new product to like my lifestyle or like my everyday whatever, I try to think like back in the day when this wasn't available or people didn't have that, what did they use, you know, for them to be able to get the similar results? Maybe they were washing their faces with mud or something. This one is my greatest accomplishment. Like, when I die, I want a picture of you to be showcased. I'm gonna wet my hair later and see how it all falls down. So why I what do you guys use on your hair? Like, do you guys have hair? So for instance, when I first did this, I used water and conditioner, and with that I was able to get everything done. But when I have an afro, well, when I have my hair loose and it's like a puffy afro or whatnot, I utilize, look how perfect this look how cute. I utilize, you know, when I'm in the shower or whatnot, conditioner with the water, and then that curls my hair, and then I put some like sealant oil, which would be like probably a little bit of coconut oil, since that's what I have right now. But I have to be very careful with coconut oil, because for me, for one, I don't know about everybody's hair, but my hair does not really like coconut oil. But then for most people that I saw, especially when I was learning about my hair, that they love coconut oil. Like coconut oil, woo, the shine and the curls and the pop and the money and whatever. So I don't know what type of oil, what type of coconut oil you guys are getting, if it's imported, I don't know, from Italy. But you guys need to hit me up on it if it's some type of different oil other than the ones you buy here in the dollar store. My hair prefers olive oil. Oof, olive oil. My hair love olive oil. You swear my hair is a salad. It loves that. Aloe vera. Loves aloe vera. That is treatment. Like, aloe vera is like the best thing for my hair. The only thing I hate is that before, when I used to get it from the tree itself, not the tree, the plant itself, when you cut it and you start putting it on your hair like that, it leaves this white thing. And if you put it in your hair like that, it stays in your hair. This is actually interesting. I never actually like sat and spoken to a camera like this for so long against my will, and I kind of like it. It's so long, and you can see like the hairs that are not on the side where I cut, they grew long, but this is on the side, So I don't know how I did that cut to begin with. Maybe I was retarded that day or something. And I was skeptical about making like a video like this because I was like, it's like me doing my hair. And I'm like, do I really want to record myself just doing something regular? Because I find like everybody else does their hair or like, you know, fixes their hair, and it's like something common that everybody else would do. I don't know, I just decided to do it because although there's a lot of information already out there, or we're already doing so many of the things that are on YouTube and stuff like that, or like any videos that are made out to the public and whatnot, there's still some people that, you know, probably don't know that it's possible to do their own hair, or to try and fix their own hair, or like to braid hair on yourself, whether it be like to go outside actually, or to just stay inside your home, you know. So I said I would just make it so that if you're one of those, or someone that happens to be one of, like, you know, within that category, is trying to do their own hair or just trying to braid it for fun or whatnot, they at least know that it's possible, and at least probably with this video can get an idea of how to do it or how to fix it. Even though mine might not be like the most perfect example, but it's something. This is hard, like trying to do my hair from this real small camera. Well, not even a small camera, but like from that angle. Yo, look how bad this here is for my head, right? Look at that. My nose hole, like from all the way in the back there, like, who you know better than me? I think I see a problem. Doesn't it look like it's a little bit, all of them are like a little bit too thin? My swing time is gonna be massive. Like, I'm gonna just be like, hey Nabe, like, hello. Like when I look down, like, yo, like, you know the hardest part about doing this solo? You can't, it's hard for you to see things like, for instance, in my case right now, the side and the back. And I know that some of you would be like, a second mirror would help. I prefer this little struggle here. Try and force my eyes to do it. And by the way, I'm exercising my eyes so that maybe one day I grow muscles. I'm thirsty. I'm gonna go grab I'm gonna go grab a bottle of water and be right back. So I'm back, and guys, I kid you not, when I stood up, my ass, I swore it was gone. Like, it was hurting me. What? You ever saw someone drink water like that? The saliva doesn't stay in the tip, and if I don't drink all of the water now, it's good for later. Because if you guys don't know, if you guys put your lips on the cover, on the thing, and you guys don't fully drink the whole water and you want to drink it later, it's gonna smell funky as hell. I don't put my mouth where it doesn't smell nice. Like, I just pray that at the end of all of this, my hair looks good. Because if I don't like it, that's a different story, and I'd be tempted to cutting it all off. Let me show you. I know some of you might be thinking like, his whole head of hair has to be in this sink right now. Like, you are mistaken. Look how much hair. Out of everything that I took out and fixed, this is how much of, this is the amount of hair that actually came out. And I'm not kidding you at all. I'm trying to be as careful as I can while being rough. And then too, with me, my hair was already stretched because it was already braided. So there was not really nothing that I had to comb or like separate and stuff like that. I'm actually grabbing it like a praying mantis with my index finger, I think that is. I can't even identify my fingers. I'm so sorry. You can see the different type of ways I'm grabbing the hair as I get closer and closer to the tip, and continue until I can't anymore. And then once I get to that section that I can't do it anymore, then there's where I go ahead and cut it all off and twist it. My cousin is texting me and I can't answer anyone because my phone, I'm using my phone to record, right? And I can't access anything else. Like, if I access something else, like, I'm gonna have to, I don't know, it won't be simultaneous. It smells like hair. Okay, so we have this. I also decided that I'm gonna unravel. I'm gonna do the whole side in no braids because it does look good. I think I did something bad. This is the knot. Everyone say hi, knot. Ah, bitch. Look at that. A few more of these and I'll be bald headed. As a kid, my dad would not want my hair to be grown like that. Like to the length that it's gone because it's not neat. Or it doesn't look good. But mind you, other people with different hair texture, when they grow their hair to, let's say, the same length as ours, or like as this type of hair, it be looking good. Or like in everybody else's eyes, like professional already and whatnot. But in some aspects, I do understand it. Well, not in some, but literally in every, I would understand it. I understand because when it comes to like the other texture hairs, like 2 whatever, 3 whatever, even 1 whatever, that's a whole different type of hair that is different. It's a little bit easier to maintain. It can be styled easier and so forth and so forth. So with that being said, and because it's less hair sometimes, it's a little bit more easier to maintain and look professional with. But when it comes to a lot of hair like this, and then for most people that have this type of hair, they don't know how to style it, treat it, take care of it, or make it look presentable. It can, you know, to anyone else that looking at it, it doesn't come off like, okay, this hair is a mess. You don't know what they're doing with it, or like it's just bad overall, and like you're not, you know, just not have the hair, just cut it off. And you know, with the mentality of most people being trained that hair is bad, like this type of hair is bad, and that, you know, you should just probably just have it as low as possible. Like I, for once, when I was growing up, I have been told multiple times that I have bad hair, and you know, I believed it. Because the thing with us, with humans, is that when you hear something repetitively, you actually begin to like believe it. And I did believe it. I believed it for years, to be honest with you. But once I said, you know, I'm gonna let my hair grow out, and I learned so many new things about it. Curl patterns, moisturize. I learned that like puffing it with that metal pick is not good for your hair at all. And maintaining your hair like that in that form is not really good. And once I learned all of that, I really saw that my hair is not bad. That my hair is really good. And my hair is curly. My hair is not like nappy. It's not kinky. It's not bad. My hair is not bad. I learned that, and you know, it made me more confident and stuff like that. And I really began to see like what a lot of people were saying. Moral of the story, your hair is not bad if you have this type of hair. It is good. Of course, it's going to seem like it's going to be more work. You're going to have to take care of it because it does rely on more work to take care of it. And it's simply because, remember, with this hair texture, there's so many things that you can do with it. So many different styles that you can do with it. There's so many patterns you can take. Like I can make my hair curly, I can make my hair straight, I can make my hair wavy, I can make my hair puffy, I can make my hair hard if I want to, or I can make my hair extremely soft and like look like just angelic overall. I can do so many things with it, and I can even braid it. Like look at that. And mind you, all of these braids are without rubber bands, and it's even without like gel or anything like that, and it maintains its form. Not everyone can say so. There's some people that if they were to try this without any of those things that I mentioned above, their hair would just unrelease itself and it would just look like it was before. And you know, like, it's once you believe, like, once you come to that understanding that your hair is not bad, that your hair is actually good, and that, you know, it's a lot of work because you do a lot, it can do a lot. You start to see that it's good, and that everybody else that was just telling you that your hair is bad, it's, you know, ignorance or whatnot. And that's like to a point that where I came to, like, when I learned and I grew my hair and I actually learned my hair is good. When people will be like it's bad, I didn't even fuck with them. I just titled them as ignorant, and that's it. I just titled them as ignorant. So in one section I have 3 spider legs. The other section I have 4 spider legs. Together, tarantula. I might have to undo this one because I don't like how it can potentially drop in the middle. I curve this bitch to the side, hold this, hold a little bit, split this in 2, start this in the bottom. Bingo! See? All along, E equals MC squared. All along. You have to be a smart bitch sometimes in this world. If not, you get eaten. If you guys have ever seen a spider, you guys would know it's accompanied by the face that has the venomous teeth, if it's venomous, and poisonous. And it has the spider legs, 4 on each side, depending on what cousin specimen, wherever it is. There's some that has 6 legs. And it has the abdomen that's in the back, or the butt. I call it butt. It has the big butt in the back. So, what I'm about to show you might disturb you, but watch. Like, I look like a spider. Like, look the butt, look the legs, and then the face. Yeah, I'm going crazy. I need to get out of here. I need to escape. I need to find other people with I don't know, awesome braiding skills like me, so that we can all form a community and braid away our fears and our desires, so that we no longer feel unbraidable. Yeah. Like, I don't even know how to start with this. I can't see. How do I fix something that I cannot see? Cut it in off. Yes. No, but that'll just make matters worse. You know what? I'm gonna start with this section. I'm happy that I'm doing this on video, to be honest with you, because I find that you get to hear my thoughts and how I think, or how random I could be, I guess, versus me just doing it by myself. I actually get to share, I guess, a piece of me with the world. And this here does not agree with me, it seems. Yeah, I get to share a piece of me with the world. I'm hot now. I need to hurry up and get out of here. I'm losing it. Some of you might say, Miguel, why don't you just drink the whole bottle? Because then later I'll want more. Like this, I have extended the life of the water bottle. In Italian we say bottiglia. So, okay, heads up, the bag is gonna be a mess. But like I already said, we're gonna get that fixed. I'm already talking to a doctor. The doctor is saying that the Botox is gonna be here by tomorrow, so that we can inject the hair follicles. So this is the hair. This is how it looks. Now, since I have freed myself from the curves that I myself put myself in, I can proceed to wet them. And this is the result of my hair wet. So I don't know if you want, you can scroll back. You will have been able to see that some of them were very alive. And in wetting them, I tamed them down and actually gave them a sense of mind. That way they know that they don't rule themselves and that they should obey what I'm saying. And I want them to go down, so they went down. And this is the result of it. And as you can see, if I move, my hair now moves with me. When it dries up now, it's a different conversation. When it dries, it's gonna dry in the position that it's currently in, and it will still be movable because the hair, since it got wet, it got looser. And since it got looser, it's more freer, if it makes sense. So it will now move a bit more. And then for me to seal it in, I usually spray some type of oil in it. So right now I kind of have a refresher, I would say, but I use it as like a sealant sometimes. It's from Design Essentials. It's a coconut and Monoi coconut water curl refresher. Whatever it is with sunflower, milk protein, and chamomile, whatever. And if it's, you know. So what I believe that this will do is seal in the moisture that the water gave the hair, so that the hair has something to, you know, keep it nice and moisturized. It also smells hella good. So if you guys have never tried this product, I definitely recommend it. It would smell, you would smell very good, or your hair would smell very good with it. Oh, some more. But yeah, this is basically the finished look. So this is how it is, and I'm ready. I really appreciate you guys watching this video and watching me actually get this look together, because honestly, if it wasn't because I was recording this, I wouldn't have continued probably. I would have left the other half of the back, for instance, for like another day or anything like that. But you guys really motivated me, and I really, really appreciate it, because without you, I don't know where I would be. Thank you so much, and till the next video.